Welcome to the planet of Vespian, a planet rich in natural gas resources that are used by the Imperium in the Promethium refining process. Once a jungle planet, it's now a barren desert covered in a thick planet-wide smog and constant alkaline rains that often flood regions for days at a time. 3 standard Terran days ago, the Administratum lost contact with the logistics port on the surface, and no logistic ships had left the planet's orbit to provide the much-needed gases. All attempts to raise Vox communications have failed, and so members of the Administratum were dispatched to meet with the ruling governing class to see what had happened. When they did not return, it was reported to Field Marshal Zadok. Upon hearing the news, Zadok ordered that a planet-wide Vox message be sent out using hijacked local radio masts on the surface of the planet. The message was simple: you have 3 days to return to optimum efficiency, or you'll be replaced by someone who can. And so it falls to this, the 3rd day. No communication has been heard from the governing class, and so the cogs of the Imperial war machine have begun to turn. As the infrastructure on the planet is too valuable to risk losing, an exterminatus was out of the question. And that's not even considering what might happen to the gas pockets just below the surface. And so it was the duty of the 818th Krige Siege Regiment to dislodge the enemy from their fortifications, and they quickly made planetfall. However, it seemed that the Kriegers would not have to drive their enemies from their fortresses, as they landed and made planetfall, the chaos came rushing out to greet them out in the open desert wastes. It seems the governors also deemed the facilities too valuable to risk fighting at the sites themselves. And so the stage was set, both armies bringing vast amounts of infantry, tanks and artillery for a fight on the slowly flooding, smog-ridden chemical plains planet Vespian. But before we do get into today's fight, I just want to give you a quick reminder that from now until the 31st of December, using code BOLTER15 will get you 15% off your order in the ChaoticPinky store. That's code BOLTER15. Here we are then, ladies and gentlemen. Let's kick off the battle for the chemical wastelands. We do have the Imperial Guard on the left, Chaos on the right. Both sides fielding a lot of guns and firepower here today, so I'm going to be really impressed if the Imperial Guard actually managed to do this. There's 3 million Imperial Guard here against 7 million Chaos. 10 million combatants here in total. Look at this, the shells and artillery raining overhead now. It's our front battle line here. It starts to form. The Chaos ruthlessly charging right into the Kriegers here. And some of them are going on vacation as that artillery comes raining down onto the front lines. Both sides here just getting absolutely decimated instantaneously. Now it does look like the Kriegers are getting that initial upper hand. Oh, getting the initial upper hand here, reaching already 500,000 kills. This is an absolutely brutal battlefield here, ladies and gentlemen. So many artillery shells going off, so many bodies flying through the air. It's even hard. Look at this. There's actually no coherent front line. It's just scattered groups of troops here, engaging each other in melee combat. Now, both sides do have range and last guns as well here. You can see the green lasers coming out of the Chaos side, red lasers for the Imperial Guard. Speaking of the Imperial Guard, they're rapidly approaching 1 million kills here. Meanwhile, the raid is just absolutely turning down on the planet, slowly flooding this area. If they're not careful, you can see we've got a lovely little dip on this side. I've got a feeling this entire bowl down the other side might start to fill up if the battle rages for too long. Imperials, though, officially getting past 1 million kills here. The Chaos are getting a lot of environmental kills, though. That is the difference between the two armies. Because the Chaos have got a lot of ogres and trolls and stuff like that. And a lot of these guys just get environmental kills. You can see they're taking a hell of a beating, though, on this front. Everything is just being focused down. It doesn't matter what it is here at the moment. But the Chaos looking like they're losing a little bit of ground. We are starting to develop a bit of a no man's land. Let's go over to the far flanks, though. God, look how far this battle stretches out. Oh, man, look, you can already see the pools starting to fill up here. The rain causing these. Actually, it looks like the Chaos are doing quite well on this side of the field. They're certainly advancing. There's definitely not nowhere near as many kriegers on this side of the field as there was on the other. Maybe the artillery here for the Chaos is focusing into the flanks at the moment. Because the kriegers are taking a lot of punishment, and there's just so many of the Chaos over this side, all ready and waiting. Oh, a tank coming scooting in there. It wants its time on the front line. I love this, though. Look at how many bullets and rounds are just flying through the air. So many tank shells, man. Both sides have, you know, roughly 2,000 tanks. It's like a mini Battle of Kursk, just here alone, all by itself. Look how many troops are just flying through the air as well. At any one point here, there's just 100 troops flying through the air. Again, though, these plague trolls able to take such a beating here. Sorry, plague ogrins. Same thing. Plague troll, plague ogrin. Can you really tell the difference? They're both green and smelly. God. Oh, man. Oh, he just wiped out a big group of kriegers there. One big swoop from that gigantic blade was enough to take out a couple of hundred at least. Look at this, the Chaos are actually surging forward on this side. The Imperials trying to bring up reinforcements here to greet this Chaos charge, where it looks like they're having a little bit of trouble. That artillery raining down on the front. The Chaos gunners, they were bringing up that firepower from the rear, much needed for the front line, as another fresh wave of kriegers here make their way in. They're getting cut down, though, by concentrated auto-gun fire, and last round ripping right through them. There's another wave of Chaos now come down, counter-charging right into them. And this kind of combat is happening up and down the line now. You've just got these insane little back and forths between the two teams. As these pockets of, look at this, another Chaos charge coming in. The kriegers getting absolutely cut down as artillery shells come in as well. They're all being decimated here today, ladies and gentlemen. Somewhere in the background, Korn just laughs on, loving every second of this. Again, though, these trolls are putting in the work at the moment for the Chaos army. They're seeming to struggle, the Imperials, to get any real purchase going. Oh God, look at the puddles as well. This is going to be a problem for Imperial logistics here, trying to filter the troops through these areas. They're creating a little bit of a body bridge at the moment. Four Imperials shrouding underneath, so the rest of them can get across. But yeah, look at this. Let's go over to this flank, actually. What's happening on our far flank over this side of the field? Actually, looks like we've got a real strong Krieger presence over this side. Oh God, there's a troll comes in there. Yeah, look, that's why you don't want them to get to the front line. You just take out so many. Look at this, though. Chaos are absolutely pumping reinforcements into this flank now. Realizing that there's a massed Krieger presence creeping around, trying to perform a pincer maneuver here. The Chaos are desperately cracking the whip and getting them boys to that front line. You can see that we're just getting this weird defilade start to form in the middle as all the bodies pile up because neither side is able to advance. Meanwhile, actually, this side of the field looks quite clear for artillery and tank shells at the moment. It's just a pure melee fight over this side. A little bit of range coming in. But yeah, it's nothing that compared to the center lines over there. God, look at this. We've just got so many of these little puddles as well, filling up the entire surface of the planet now. You can see the smog just making the battlefield this horrible hazy colour here. I love these little chaos charges that we're getting, though, right into the Krieger lines. And all you can hear from the Kriegers are these happy little gas mask noises as a shovel cracks some chaos scum around the head. Although it might be cracking the knees of one of these plague ogrins, because I don't think the Kriegers are tall enough to get to the face. Just throw the shovel at them. No, they wouldn't do that. They'd love to hold on to the shovels. Then the artillery raining down. Oh my God, look at that. Just people flying through the air. It's a wonderful, wonderful sight. Now, I'm getting a little bit worried for the Imperials in the center line here, because look at the wedge of chaos that they've got to deal with, and they're slowly getting flooded out and drowned a little bit. So, yeah, it's a little bit concerning for them. How about on this far flank, though? Because, again, look, we've got these massive pushes of Imperials. So it looks like what the Imperial tactic is here is to try and hold the center lines, and they're actually pushing their massed forces of Kriegsmen into the flanks over here. Because again, we just got this massive group of Kriegers coming over the flank, working its way around the main body of the chaos here. And if they start to cut into the flank, I mean, they've got to do it quickly though, because look at this, the terrain is changing rapidly on this side. The water is slowly starting to flood it all out. It looks like actually the chaos might have stopped this advance in its entirety. The Kriegers are funneled into this area just a little bit, and you can look at this. There's a body pile actually starting to form here now. More and more chaos reinforcements are coming into this area, so the Kriegers are going to have a slow advance, even if they do, which means that the water is going to build up and make it even more difficult. I'm interested in this area though. Look at this. The Kriegers and the chaos here trying to forge these little bridges. If we go under the water here, look, you can see they're all standing on these corpses that are just going from either side. Oh man, this area is going to be pathable still, I think. If the chaos and the Kriegers keep pumping the reinforcements into it, it won't matter how much water falls here. Look at this, we're slowly turning it all blood red anyway. The, oh my god, look at the kill disparity there. The chaos have definitely got more kills than 700,000, I think. Definitely got more than that. Again, it's got to be the ogres here, the ogrins, getting them AoE kills, as well as a lot of the artillery. The artillery gets a lot of environmental kills as well. Kind of looks like the Imperials again are struggling to get the reinforcements, especially into the center line. They've been pushed back. The chaos has pushed the Imperial Guard back in the center here. Kriegers valiantly trying to charge forward. But yeah, this massive lake that's formed in the center of the battlefield here slowly has really helped the chaos, who have now just surged forward down the center lines here, and we're getting this, oh my god, insane battle in the center. The chaos trying to forge their way across. The Kriegers more than happy to oblige them in building a corpse bridge here. Look at all the tank shells as well, whizzing overhead. Oh man, this is looking a little bit beleaguered here for the Imperial Guard. I would not like to be in the situation here. These sides looking a little bit more healthy for now. But again, it's probably going to come all down to these flanks. If the Kriegers can start breaking these flanks, like they're certainly trying. Look, we've got even more Krieger reinforcements coming around from that side. But yeah, it looks like just the chaos numbers here. The unrelenting numbers of chaos have just bogged down these flanking maneuvers. Every time the Kriegers have tried to break out, look at this, I mean, it's just a giant body pile again. But yeah, every time they tried to break out, the chaos have just come back in and said, nope, we're plugging this gap. Again, they've got numbers on the side. The Kriegers weren't expecting the chaos to come storming out of the fortress at them. But again, like I said, the planetary governors here probably deeming the actual sites too dangerous to fight on themselves. I certainly wouldn't want to be fighting inside an explosive gas facility. That doesn't sound like a good battlefield to me, especially if you're trying to rescue it and actually put it back into production immediately after. Yeah, that's probably not what you want to do. So yes, we do have this insane battle in the wastelands, which is still pretty crazy, to be honest. I really have no idea who's going to come out on top of this one. It does feel like the Imperial Guard are starting to get a little bit of purchase here, though, now. I'm starting to feel a little bit shaky in certain areas about the chaos. Like, look at this. The numbers are massively thinned out in the center. Oh, my God. These can't all be dead, can they? These all dead. Oh, my God. Look at this. That'll be from artillery shells and stuff. All these bodies littered over here. Yeah, because look at this. It's the... Even over here, artillery shells are still landing and tank rounds. Mind you, the chaos are firing from this position as well. I suppose you just aim your turret up into the air and hope for the best, don't you, really? Let's go back over to this flank. How did we get on? Did we actually manage to start breaking through the chaos horde? Because we did have a lot of Kriegers coming in this one. Yeah, look at this. We've actually thinned out the Chaos quite significantly in this area. We've still got Plague Trolls coming in. That might be a little bit of a problem, but yeah. Oh, and they opened up an entire new flank as well on this side. Not being happy with the one, they've opened up a second one. The Chaos, though, has responded by also flinging reinforcements into it. But look at that. The reinforcements are starting to thin out here now. The Imperial Guard are making advances on the flank. That's good for them. Let's go have a look at the devastation on the main lines, though, where we have just built this ridge in the center of the battlefield now. Quite literally, there's probably 5 million corpses stretched throughout the center of our battlefield, which is pretty impressive. I mean, there's a lot more than that now. We're getting probably close to 8 million. There's still a lot of chaos remaining on this field, though. The Imperials looking a little bit shaky. Both sides look shaky. I can't call this. The Imperials have just dropped below 1 million men remaining here. The Chaos have got 1.3, and they've still got a vast amount of gunners here. The Imperials might be struggling a little bit. Is the insane tactic of Chaos going to win? Are the Kriegers really going to struggle here? Again, we need to take down these Plague Organs because they are so deadly. Look at that wave of Chaos just come in behind it as well. Renegade Coders are storming forth here. Come on, someone take down this troll. Just focus fire. Oh no. Oh, you poor Imperials. Look how red all of the center water is now. Despite the torrential downpour here. Oh man, we're actually starting to run out of reinforcements. We are starting to really run out of reinforcements here for the Imperials. The Chaos Army just feels so much bigger. I mean, there's only a couple of 100,000 difference in men here, but it just feels like the Chaos has way more of a presence on the field still. We'll have to see how we get on, though, because the Kriegers are extremely good fighters comparative to the militia here of the Renegade Gunners. What we got going on the flank over here? Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, man. The Krieger flank has had to deal with, what, 30 Plague Trolls? Oh, man, all these guys are dead. These guys are so dead. Okay, so, yeah, I don't think the Imperials are going to win this flank, and there's no more reinforcements after that. So what they need to do then is break through the Chaos line on this side and actually start pushing through. But again, the water really hampering progress. And these trolls are taking such a beating, man. There we go, one's down there. There we go, another one down. Excellent stuff. One of them glitching out there and just dying. 20,000 deaths, good. I'm sure some of the Kriegers are very happy about that. Now you can see the gunners here now starting to amass, actually. Now these guys are really good, actually. The Chaos are going to struggle to take out the Kriegers here. But it looks like both sides here starting to run out of melee combatants finally. The Chaos now are dropping just below 1 million remaining troops. I mean, the Imperials have done a bang-up job, even if they do lose this. How are we getting on this far flank over here? Well, this isn't a flank anymore. The Imperial defense looking like it was broken through, actually, on this side. Oh, yeah, it was completely hammered. Look at that. The Chaos smashing through the Imperial lines now and actually starting to outflank the Kriegers on the hill. Oh, no. Is this going to be a quick demise here? Let's go back over to this side, because this is, again, a massive Krieger push that we've got over this side. If this side can be successful, there is hope yet. Come on. It's hard to tell which side is which here. Both wearing pretty black uniforms. So, yeah, we've got a load of Kriegers here now. They are pushing into the group here. So there isn't actually that many Chaos left on this flank, so the Kriegers still do have a fairly decent shot of wrapping around the Chaos on this side. However, it looks like the forces on the main line are starting to run a little bit thin now. Again, though, we have got a lot of gunners here for the Imperium, and they are very strong. But yeah, the melee is not going too well at the moment. Krieger's losing a lot of units, especially to the trolls, man. They've just been such a problem on the battlefield here. Yeah, look, this side of the line is now broken. An encirclement is starting to slowly happen. The reinforcements from the flank are making their way back. Oh man, come on guys, you've got to break through there. Come round here for a victory slap in the butt. But as we're coming down to 400,000 Imperials now, I'm not too hopeful if I'm honest. There's 800,000 Chaos though, so they are making a good count for themselves. There's still hope yet for our boys. The Chaos might have a lot of melee combatants, so, you know, there is that. And if we can gun all them down, then it might be easy street for the Imperials from that point. Just look at some of these body piles, though, that we've been making. Oh my days, these are big. And I can slowly start to feel my FPS return now. I think I was expecting a little bit much here. 10 million units and as well as constant physics of rain. Yeah, it's a little bit much for my poor computer. The good news is that I'm running at a solid 11 FPS right now. So, you know, it seems better when I don't look at the Kriegers. Yeah, look, when I'm not looking at the Kriegers, I'm now at 16. And as soon as I start looking at the Kriegers, I guess it's because they must have a higher fidelity on the models, but yeah, I go back down to 11. So it's, yeah, looking at massed Kriegers is bad for my computer. It doesn't like it. What the hell has gone on? I love how there's just this body pile now, surrounded by water. No explanation anymore of what happened here. None whatsoever. I think that was where the flanking maneuver was, but yeah, it's all been pushed back now. Has the Krieger flank managed to come round? What is this? Is this the Krieger flank? Oh no, this was the where all the trolls were, wasn't it? Yeah, so we might have a load of trolls now coming back down this way. And we do actually, look, they're all here. Making their way back over. I don't know if they can actually get across to this side, into the Krieger flank, but it would be damn devastating if they did. But right now, they're just getting shot on this island of corpses, and I'm very happy about that. They can stay over there, quite frankly. So the Kriegers are actually making a bit of an advance here, and look, the Chaos line is thinning out bit by bit. There's still actually a load of Imperials on this side. I'm kind of surprised. They're just slowly but surely chewing their way through the Chaos lines now. And it actually looks like there's no plague trolls left on this side of the field. That could be really good for the Imperials, man. They need a win. But yeah, because, yeah, they've got this massive army coming into the flank at the moment. That's a lot. We have got a Chaos charge coming out. The Imperials trying to hold back as best as they can. But concentrated last fire is concentrated last fire. It doesn't matter which side it's coming from. It is still painful. As the Kriegers are finding out. Oh my god. These guys are going to get surrounded, aren't they, over here? But again, like I said, I can't actually see that many plague trolls. You know what? Never mind. There's quite a few plague trolls left. Oh my god. Yeah, there's a lot of plague trolls left. Maybe we shouldn't have had so many plague trolls. When I say we, I mean me. But yeah, you know, the Kriegers are a tough old bunch. They need a lot. How are we getting on the other side of the field? Is it just a mop-up operation now? Is it? I think it's only the flanking troops that are remaining here. Yeah, there's just a couple of guys. The guys who went out to the far flank to try and outflank Chaos. And now trying to make their way back to the main lines. Actually, what's good? Is this Imperial here or is this Chaos? Oh no, it's all Chaos. Okay. So yeah, the last remaining Imperials on this are on this side then. And it's just these Krieg melee guys. They're going to try to get back around the fight somehow. Oh my god, look at that battlefield. That is absolutely insane. What I want to do, hit a little time-lapse camera here, and let's see if these Kriegers can do any damage. We'll be back in a second. Welcome back, folks, here. As you can see, the planes have really started to flood here now. Let's go have a little scan of our battlefield. There's the last 6,000 of the Imperium here are slowly mopped up by chaos. It is a sad day. The Kriegers here throwing down their lives, drawing the enemy out to their fortress here. Let's go have a quick look here, though. Look at this. Oh, it is just littered with corpses from both sides. Tank wrecks, puddles of goo, just all over. Look at this. Oh, it absolutely looks mental. Look at the Imperial area though now. That was the main Imperial landing zone. It's all completely flooded now. So many tank corpses as well all over this place. I love how we can't see the desert floor anymore at all. Look at this. It's just, all these are corpses. These are not living. It's just all corpses. Okay, maybe these are living over here, but the rest of it is definitely all corpses. Oh my days, here we go. The last then of the Kriegers. 40 of them. The brave souls still charging into battle over here, ladies and gentlemen. But of course, this was high command's plan all along. And now that the chaos has been lured out into the open wastes, the airstrikes can commence. As always, I do hope you had a blast. I know I did. Please do comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, until next time, peace.